Hey folks, welcome to another VR video. Today we're checking out something a little bit different. I'm using VorpX and we're playing the Kid Amnesia Radiohead exhibition. And as you can see, we've got Kid Amnesia. We're in this forest here. And I'm going to move fairly slowly because as you can see, my head tracking works. And we're going to explore this forest a little bit. Let's go this way to start. Now these... I hear a noise. Can't go that far. Now there's a door over here. And I know that that's a way inside the exhibition. But what's this over here? It looks to be a different way inside the exhibition. So let's go ahead into the under roots here. They walk right past these little red cubes. So now what you're looking at is basically a flat screen stabilized from my Rift S on Oculus Mirror. But what I'm looking at has depth. It's a very gorgeous Unreal Engine rendered application. I mean, I can see the reflection of that light on the water and the puddle here. And I feel like I'm in a cave with a light above me. I do have to say that light's a little bit larger than I would expect in real life. But otherwise, this is a very immersive experience when played using a VR HMD. This is not intended to be a VR application, mind you, and I am playing it using a Rift S because I want this extra immersive layer. But it is really well done, and it plays way better with a VR headset on. So these little barcodes show up all over the place. This red barcode leads up a hallway. That hallway leads further into the exhibition. But for right now, there are barn doors and there are revolving doors. Doors in the rudders of big ships. And there are revolving doors. There are doors that open by themselves. There are sliding doors. And there are secret doors. There are doors that lock and doors that don't. There are doors that let you in and out, but never open. And there are trap doors that you can't come back from. He was a good man, they said. He was a gentleman, they said. Even when life spat in his face, he put everything back in its right place. Of course. A march of killer ants sideways down sidewalks Claws clanging in meltdown, noon heat frenzy. Lobster, skin shopping mall, coffee strained, lip sync bodies. I am in an underground house basement, or at least this part is underground. I spent a lot of my time in this place when in dreams there is a manhole cover and these faceless figures are creeping inside, and I can't stop them, and, well, pick you up by the heels. Well, shake it all out of you. The names have changed. The innocentee have been used to thicken the soupy. The soupy can be used to feed the troopies from the cans. I was tampered, nipped, and tucked for a magazine, smiling sweetly, reclining, inexpensive, desirable furniture for your pleasure in a magazine. I used to think there was no future left at all. I used to think thesis, antithesis, synthesis, paralysis. This song will not make you strong. This song will not give you brains or help you look the other way. I want you to know he's not coming back. Look into my eyes, I'm not coming back. And we all went to heaven in a little rowboat. There was nothing to fear and nothing to doubt. I wait at the edge for the tide to come in, but all it brings is empty plastic containers and sticks and polyethylene. Nothing that even remotely resembles me. And I think that's it. So if we follow this guy here, there's a dead end here, but there's a guy down here, so let's go see him. Hello, guy down here. Is there something here? Apparently not. Okay. So as you can see, this opens up. This takes us to Under the Woods and Downbrow. That's the way we came in. There's an exit up that way, but that's not the way I want to go. I want to find... I know there's another passage. It's not that one. It's not that one. Let's try this one. There's the path. So if we go up and into this door, it says Little Cinema on the wall here. And it's literally this little character here. And it's a little projector. And it plays clips of Radiohead. It's a little cinema. It's pretty cool. So we can watch actual clips of the band performing. But we're going to go back out and explore more of the exhibition for now. Again, head tracking works. You can also use the thumbstick for tracking. We're going to head up this way. And what I love about this is the artwork. You can read the lyrics on the walls here and the different poems and rants as we go here. It's beautiful. And this entire, like, I Am Citizen Insane. This is basically like living in the liner notes of Kid A and Amnesiac. It's awesome. It is a spectacle, if you will. So there's a path that way, but I saw over here there's also a path this way. Lots of diverging paths throughout this exhibition. I'm going to try going here. And as you can see, another barcode here. And that goes to the pyramid atrium. This is the ghost chamber. So again, wow. There are several doors here. I'm going to go this way. And this will take us to the pixel warehouse and the paper chamber. Look at this giant guy here. Hello, how's it going? So we're going to go this way. These guys are working on the pipes, it looks like. Wiping up the dirt. Like, whatever. So if we go this way, this will take us to the pixel warehouse. If we go that way, it'll take us to the paper chamber. So we're going to go toward the paper chamber. Now, we're not going to go through this entire exhibition today. But as you can see, artwork everywhere. It is truly an exhibition. It's awesome. We've got a security camera there. And then in here is the paper chamber. And this is very cool. Like, if we stick around in here for a while, you can read these different pieces of paper, but then the paper kind of comes to life. It's very cool. And that leads to the pyramid atrium. The atrium is kind of the centerpiece of this whole exhibition. We're going to hang out here for a minute because I want to show you what happens in this chamber. It's very cool. And this looks so cool in a VR HMD. And now it goes back onto the walls. Very cool. So this will take us to... I want to go to the televisions. The televisions is a pretty cool exhibition. So we're going back through here. I believe the televisions is over here. Let's see, is that true? Oh no, it's the pixel warehouse. So maybe the televisions are past the pixel warehouse. I'm not sure. Here we are inside the pixel warehouse. And we can go upstairs if we want to. There's some folks on the couch over here. There's a big catwalk up here. Each one of these little symbols changes this. This is very cool.
Looking in the wrong place. I'm a reasonable man. Get off my case. Get off my case.
I'm gonna head this way. Look for the national anthem. And again, we could sit and admire this art for hours and hours if we wanted to. It's very, very cool. These guys are kind of in suspended animation here. In limbo lyrics here. So, this way will take us back to the paper chamber. This way should find the televisions if we can find it. Maybe it's up here. Doors that open and shut. On your side. Nowhere to hide. Okay. So we're gonna head this way. The ghost chamber is where we came from. This way will lead to the televisions. You can see them already starting. So this room's very cool. There's a bunch of televisions. And then there's also a payphone. So again, if you think about going to a modern art museum as an example, you could potentially see an exhibit like this. Maybe one of these exhibits. But probably not this entire elaborate thing. I mean, this is by far one of the coolest things I've done in it is a VR experience now, but it's also PC. I believe it's on PlayStation and Xbox as well. We're heading to the pyramid atrium, which is basically the centerpiece of the expedition at this point. Witness has eyes and mouth sewn shut at night. And while it's a somewhat unsettling experience, it really fits the theme of Radiohead and their albums and their artwork and their aesthetic. So this is the pyramid atrium. As you can see, it is a pyramid. No lies detected. And there's all different paths you can take here as well. This path will take you back to the video vortex ribbon hall, or everything in its right place, which we haven't done. That's actually another entrance we could have gone in. This path takes us back to the paper chamber where we were earlier. But another path we can take, again, different artwork all over the place. This one, though, will take us right into the pyramid. And now we're inside the pyramid, and we're going to head toward that green light over there. Things get more and more trippy as we go. Look how tall the pyramid got all of a sudden. Are we getting smaller, or are things around us getting larger is the question. And they got even taller there. We're going to head into the light over here. And now we're just in a paneled hallway here. And this is one of the coolest parts, I thought, of the entire experience. You're basically going into the Matrix. Again, another QR code here. You can check out on your own later. We've got a bunch of mail and stacks of things on the couch. Trash bag. There's a workbench over here. Table with a coffee cup. And a book. Let's see if we can read what this book is. Can we get close enough to the book to read it? I can't tell. The computer and social science books here. This is turned on currently. Another table over here. Another telephone. There's a lot of telephones. And then a Commodore PET here. With some cassettes. There's another telephone here that says, never pick this up. And more cassettes. It's very cool. So now if we follow these cables, they lead this way to another bunker door. And this is cool. It's 3 song experiences in a row. Very trippy artwork we're about to jump through. And again, another QR code over here. All these different QR codes throughout the experience, a fire alarm. And I'm sure there are different paths that you can take here, but we're going to go right off the cliff into How to Disappear Completely, Pyramid Song, and You and His Army. I'm going to sit back and relax for this. You can see this painting kind of dissolve and break apart into particles. And even though these particles are just simple black and white particles, going through this in a VR headset is amazing.
That's not me. I go where I please. I walk through walls. I float down the living. I'm not here.
We're basically now inside this image. All the different particles. It's so cool.
I'm not
Now there's another picture.
I'm not in a little while. I'll be gone. The moment's already passed. Yeah, it's gone. And I'm not here. This isn't happening. I'm not here.
Another image over here. It's almost relaxing, but also makes you a little bit anxious. It's a very strange experience to go through these paintings and watch everything kind of dissolve around you. Now you can do these experiences at your own pace. This is not... It's self-guided, if you will. And you can take the path that you want to take as well. Like, this is my path. Yours might be totally different. There's another image here. Now we'll head toward this red light, and things will start to change a little bit as we fade into Pyramid Song. See these red bars start to come up, and we're about to get trapped between them. They basically become these big film negatives from a movie film. Basically reel to reel. Look at that skull there. That's kind of creepy. And the images stretch and distort. It's trippy. Now you can't go in. Can't leave these walled spaces just yet. They just get larger and larger as they go.
Jumped in the river, what did I see? Black-eyed angel swam with me.
And this gets cooler as we go. As you can see, there's something happening at the bottom here.
A moon full of stars and I struck out.
There's also something happening at the top.
Figures I used to see.
We're going to hang out back here for a bit. You'll see the top and the bottom start to move down to meet each other. I don't know which one's the top and which one's the bottom either, because I can probably just tilt around. This kind of reminds me of the TARDIS from Doctor Who.
Jumps into the river. Black-eyed angel swam with me. A moon full of stars and I struck out. All the figures I used to see. All my lovers were there with me. All past and future. We all went to heaven in a little rowboat.
It's almost like a big building or a temple here. And you can see now it's starting to dissolve.
There was nothing to fear, nothing to doubt.
Such a cool experience. Alright, and now part 3. So we lead into you and Who's Army here. Go to the center of the circle here. The image is a little bit different. And these little creatures, when they're dancing like this, they look like they're actually jutting up against me. It's pretty cool. Like they're approaching me as they come closer, as they get larger on the screen. And now we leave that chamber behind. There's a bunch of artwork. This guy's lots of these characters building with tools. And again, some more words here. And more paintings. Lots and lots of paintings as we go. Minogachi here. Regurgitated, repackaged in prissy little boxes. So there's multiple paths again that we can take. Another barcode here. This leads to spinning plates. There's another barcode here. I don't know if we showed this one or not. But it looks like spinning plates might be the only exit from this particular room. So we'll head that way. Now this one, the last time I tried this experience, did not work very well in VR. It seems to be fine this time. Perfect. These spikes trip me out because they look like they're actually going to stab and pierce me. I would imagine outside of VR this is not as creepy as it is right now for me. It's very cool though. I'm like flinching every once in a while. It's trippy. A new room. Another one of those giant guys. Multicolored lights. I feel like I'm inside the pyramid again, if that makes sense. And there are different passages and different doorways, but I also noticed a passage over here that looks like an elevator. So let's take that. Thank you very much. Oh, you're welcome.
You clown.
8-person capacity, okay. 5.
You clown.
Ah. And that's the floor I would want to go to, obviously. The room is just a room, but blurred gray ghosts come through the door, blurry shapes with fingers. He is in bed asleep. We see him in bed. They sew up his eyes, one at a time, and then they sew up his mouth. Then it's morning, and the blurry gray ghosts leave. The sun is out the windows. His hands move. He just says, I can see you. That's the end. A machine evolves by becoming more efficient, that is, more foolproof. Hence, the objective of mechanical progress is a foolproof world, which may or may not mean a world inhabited by fools. Lots of writing here. Hello. And as you can see, another QR code over here. So we are leaving Polk Pull revolving doors. And there's really only one path we can take, hunting bears here. And you'll notice that if we go down this path, it looks like we're descending, but it's the same path. We can't really jump into the middle either. So this is really the only path we can take. Through the landscape gallery here. We'll head up these stairs. Quite a trippy image here. And another over here. And then a door. Now this little character right here is actually in Fall Guys right now. The time that I record this may already be expired by the time this posts. Another barcode on the wall here. Grim Reaper. And now motion picture soundtrack Ascension. Again, all through this experience, if you take your time, you can read and you can see these little spectral characters following you as well. If you stop and wait long enough. This is one of my favorite posters here. Lost integrity. If found, please return. And there's the Waste logo over here. This experience is perfect if you're a Radiohead fan. If you're not a Radiohead fan, though, this is a great way to expose you to their music. This part's kind of cool. It's coming up here. As I move on to this platform, the camera pulls back, and now you can see part of the building and see my character was one of those little horn guys the whole time. It's pretty cool. My head tracking is no longer tracking as this happens either. It's interesting. I am actually disembodied. Now I'm going to move over this way. This becomes almost like a fire escape or a window washing platform. And again, I have no control over the camera here. It's the one spot of the entire exhibition that I don't have control of the camera, actually. And you can see that's who we've been embodying this whole time. And then once we step through this door here, see our little tail, see our little no-eyed face. And now we're back to being able to turn our head and do different things. And here we have come to the credits. Fantastic exhibition. I did not show you all of it, so definitely check this out for yourself. It is freely available at the time that I'm recording this on the Epic Games Store, as well as on PlayStation, and I believe also on Xbox. So I'm going to scroll through the credits here. Now, as you can see, I'm looking down at the ground as I'm doing that. And now we head through this hallway. And we're back in the woods. And these guys have given us another QR code. And if we turn around now, there's a doorway where there used to be a title screen. And there's, of course, that doorway over there if we want to re-enter the exhibition. I hope you've enjoyed this video. This was a look at the Kid Amnesia exhibition by Radiohead. Using VorpX, using the Rift S, it is a super powerful experience. I highly recommend it. I will be back with more content soon. Until next time, get out there and enjoy some VR for yourself. And thanks for watching. Bye bye now.